These test swatches of paint are supplying proof of some very remarkable abilities. Ultimate Paint is graffiti resistant. It can repair concrete. It's impervious to mold, is fireproof, and once dry, solidifies to nearly the hardness of a diamond. Paint your home once with it, and you shouldn't need another coat for at least 1,000 years. And how does Dr. Balaguru know that Ultimate Paint will last 1,000 years?
Chemistry of this coating is an aluminosilicate. This is the same formulation they use for the Chinese terracotta army, which is more than 2,000 years old.
But what really makes Ultimate Paint special is its unique ability to purify the atmosphere. That's right, it actually cleans the air.
These properties comes from an ingredient called titanium oxide. When the sunlight hits the coating, the UV energy essentially destroys the organic particles. The titanium oxide, the other ingredient, acts as a catalyst and uses the sun's energy.
Painted on walls and buildings, Ultimate Paint could help clean the air of cities around the world. Nitrogen oxide particles, a byproduct of car exhaust, land on surfaces treated with Ultimate Paint. Nanoparticles in Ultimate Paint, activated by the sun's rays, immediately begin to break down the deadly nitrogen oxide into harmless nitrogen and oxygen gases.
And essentially we can use the entire transportation infrastructure as a cleaning surface.
Ultimate Paint is still in the test phase, but initial results like those found at the rest area are very promising. Yet even Ultimate Paint can't address one of the biggest inefficiencies in modern buildings: windows. But that's changing. Meet two of the nation's leading scientists, Satyen K. Deb and Ed Tracy.
Are you looking for a window for your home? Do you want the best window in the United States? Well, I've got the product just for you.
They've developed an amazing new technology called an electrochromatic window that lets you, with the press of a button, control the amount of light and heat that goes through glass.
I'll use a 1.5 volt battery, change its transmittance characteristics. I can now bleach the device by reversing the polarity.
This commercial-sized window is made up of 5 layers of ceramic thin film, each less than 1/50th the thickness of a human hair. When low voltage is applied, the window slowly darkens. Reversing the voltage polarity causes the window to again become clear.
In some ways, the building starts to become alive. It responds to the natural environment. At critical times of the day, the building can start to throttle back, to shut down a little bit, only to open back up at the right times. This is sort of moving towards an idea of a living building.
If this window technology were deployed across the United States, estimates are we could save 2 to 3% of our current energy usage. That may not sound like much, but it's the equivalent of 2.7 million barrels of oil per day. Electrochromatic windows are still very expensive and represent only one part of the equation. To see the next generation of smart building design, you need to travel here to Carnegie Mellon University's Intelligent Workplace.
The Intelligent Workplace is considered a lived-in as well as a living laboratory. We live here, we do our work here, but we're also constantly experimenting with things and also trying to demonstrate products that can be used now.
Some really smart people here are working on some really high-tech stuff for your home.
I'm basically going to be doing exhaust gas analysis.
I'm working on developing controls for the fan coils using sensor networks.
I'm working on the biodiesel-fueled engine generator with heat recovery, which is part of the overall Intelligent Workplace energy supply system.
That's air conditioning to you and me. Attached to the exterior frame of the space are smart louvers.
What the smart louvers do is they have a sensor on the roof that tracks the location of the sun, using computer algorithms, controls the louvers so the angle of the louver matches the angle of the sun, blocking out the glare. They can reflect light into the space so we don't have to use as much artificial lighting. And it also filters out some of the UV coming in so we can reduce the cooling load so we don't have to expend as much energy both in lighting and in cooling.
Intelligent Workspace's innovative raised floor modular design allows for remodeling with little or no waste. Modules containing power, phone, and computer connections can be moved anywhere on the floor.
This area we're currently in is the conference room, but it can be just as easily within a day made into several offices.
We're saving in installation costs substantially.
It's not hard to pull them up. They are connected with flexible long cords.
So I moved one tile to another. Person can put their office in this new spot here. They'll have full connectivity, and they're all set to go.
One system in particular is being developed here that may have far-reaching implications.
In all buildings today, the air conditioner comes on and off, or the HVAC system reacts based on a thermostat that's mounted on the wall. Whereas here we are trying to develop sensors that a person can wear on their wrist or on their arm. And these sensors can then communicate with the control system, telling the system what the person's pulse rate is, what the person's skin temperature is, whether the person is perspiring. If you're wearing this and you walk into your house or into your office space, the control system would immediately know that you're there, who you are, and it would customize the air temperature, the lighting to the way you like it. So this basically makes your metabolism a part of the building's metabolism, where you become an integral part of the building.
The thought of a building actually becoming more like a living system, I think, is tremendously exciting.
The remarkable research going on here at the Intelligent Workspace is designed for small to medium-sized spaces. But new green technologies are being developed to cool our urban centers. And if successful, they could change the very nature of our cities.